Okay, so I'm going to show a good Skull Totem farming method. Some people might know about this, some might not, but since it's double currency event and Back for Blood, I figure it's a pretty good time to showcase this. You can do this in any difficulty. You might want to do Recruit, just because the Skull Totems are going to be the same anyway, but I'm doing No Hope just because I want to take advantage of the bonus supply points as well. But if you do choose to do Recruit, you can do Heralds of the Worm Part 2 instead, and that'll probably be a better map to farm hive locations on. But I think you should do it on No Hope. The Inner Lair, it's not really very threatening. It's about the same for any difficulty. So you should try to get used to farming it on No Hope if you can, because it would be a more efficient use of your time, because you'll be getting more supply points and everything at the same time. So there's my hive up here. You don't need to kill the ogre if you find a hive, so that's the benefit of finding a hive on this map. There's sometimes a sleeper right there, like blended in with the hive location, so just beware of that. But again, if you don't get a hive, just reset and try again. It won't take that long. Okay, so now let's say you have your inner hive save. Now you need a friend to join you, and then start it up as private, whatever. If you start it up as private, it'll load a little bit quicker. Even though it's a hive and people can't join, it still has an extended waiting period if you don't set it to private. So just set it to private and start the run. So after you've found the match, after you've loaded into the match, you're going to need to change party hosts. So you can do that either by setting your friend to the party leader or just by having them leave. And in this case, my friend leaves the party, and after they do that, I back out to the main menu again. So you have to make sure to leave before opening the safe room door or the webbing or whatever, so that you don't lose a continue. And by leaving, I keep my save, I keep my continues, but my friend is still in the game. So we've kind of duplicated the run there. So what I'm going to do now is go to my social and then join back to the same game that I just left. And now we're just going to complete the inner layer. We're going to get the totems and then leave. We don't need to kill anything. I mean, you can kill the rooms with reekers and stingers and tall boys and everything. But as far as bosses go, you don't need to. You can just ignore them and run around them and avoid them. So my friend brought grenades to blow up the rooms so we can rush in there and grab the totem and grab the new bomb and just keep doing rooms back to back. I wouldn't actually recommend wasting time listening for totems or bringing weapon scavenger and looking for them, because it is just a waste of time. You're relatively safe just rushing in there and doing everything like this, and you have armor plates, or you should buy armor plates to keep that safety level up. And if you have pipe bombs like I do, the commons are no threat. If your friend has grenades, the mutations are no threat, and just keep doing that. As far as characters go, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I would say use Carly or Holly or Evangelo. You know, any speed-based character is fine, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if you want to use this as a method to farm your 250 skins, I'd say it's a pretty competitive method for the fastest raid. It's probably not the fastest, but it's pretty efficient because you're also getting a bunch of Skull Totems and supply points at the same time. So at some point, your friend should set you to the party leader again. It's best if they do it before you finish. That way you can back out and instantly search for your initial game again. But they can change you back to the party leader once you're at Fort Hope too. It doesn't really matter that much. And I'm going to write in the comments, explain it in more detail. It's not that complicated, but just in case I've missed anything or not explained it very well, I'm going to have it in written form in the comment section. So this is just an endgame screen example. So supply points are very good, not the best, but pretty good. But we're mostly after those skull totems. So that's anywhere from like 70 to 100 skull totems per hour, depending on how fast you're able to do this. That's very good. So I think you should definitely take advantage of this while we have the double currency event going on. And even if you're not doing double currency, this is still a very good method to farm skull totems if that's what you're after.